This is going to be a laid back call. It's not going to be, it's going to be powerful, but it's going to be laid back. And I'm going to give you stuff that have worked in my life for 28 years to help me be on the top of 2 network marketing companies. And they still work today. I know back in my day, it's a little different than today. Everybody's on, Facebook and this, that, Facebook, my book, whose book, your book, everybody's TikTok and tick and all that stuff. But there's so many people that want attention. Have you noticed? But they want the wrong type of attention. I saw TikTok the other day. It's like, what's the purpose? And people just want to be noticed, and they want their word out. So today I'm going to give you some ads you can work anywhere. They still work today. Now, the first ad I'm going to give you, I'm going to show you a little slide. I have got more IBOs on this. Now, before I show this, I want to tell you why I placed it. Oh, they're up too late. It's already up. That's all right. Go put it up. Go ahead and put it up. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Mr. Dale Ranson and turns around. Look, he ready to write it down. Good for you, sir. Now, let me describe you. Now, notice it's on a half a sheet of paper. And it says, let me describe you. $ signs up at the side. You can take a snapshot of it, get your own made up. I like green because green represent what? Money. Okay, there you go. Smarter than your boss. There's bullet points. Next bullet point, overworked, underpaid. Sounds like a lot of people. I don't care what continent you're on, this works everywhere. Have more checks than money. Well, that's old school checks. I mean, overlooked for raises. Work 9 to 5, 5, 10, 20 years. Tired and still broke. Call me. I have a plan that can free you. Call Al, very impersonal, my phone number, and a bag of money. Now, let's open the lines up for discussion because this is going to be interactive. I want you guys to understand these still work today. Now, the last time I used that one, believe it or not, there's still people that use ink today. Here in Las Vegas, it's called the Review Journal. And there's the penny throwaway paper. And trust me, there's one for Hispanics throwaway paper. And guess what I would do? Put that little sucker right in there. Very inexpensive. Because it would catch people who are not interneters. Don't get me wrong, there's still people that still do it today. I'm just. What'd you guys get out of this? What do you think could happen with this kind of advertisement? What if you even took it and put it on the space you guys are doing it? Facebook. See, one of the things about this ad is this, Mr. Sam Foster. It screens people, and here's what happens when people call me on this. All throughout the years, they would call me laughing. They would actually call laughing because why? It actually described the person that's calling me. It cracks me up. Year after year, I've used this for, I kid you not, at least a decade. I kid you not. Still works today. Now, any questions, comments? I got a lot to cover today.
Yeah, where do you place these ads and how do you make them?
Oh, I went down to a printer. Well, you guys, these days, you could do laser printing it from home. You can do it on your computer now from home. I mean, back in the day, I was working so fast. I was not a computer person. I'm still not today. I asked Mr. Chris Keene, he's probably falling out of his chair laughing at me. But I would have these printed like there was 2 on a page. And I go to a printer, had a printer made them. Some of you guys can probably do it on your computer these days. I'm not, here again, I'm trying to give you stuff the verbiage that works. The verbiage works today because the verbiage, people are the same 10 years ago, 20 years ago, they're still the same today. It's just that we're saying the same thing in the same advert. I could go on Facebook or any chats and it's the same stuff. You got to think outside the box, first of all. So you can make them up, Mr. Curry, very easily. The question is, go find, and I'm saying this with love, folks, figure it out. See, that's one thing we live in an insight on everything. You know, if you could do it in your computer, do. I wasn't. I knew I couldn't do it, so I went to a printer. I had 10,000 each of them made up. I figured that'd keep me for at least a year and a half or 2 years of them because I do it every all the time. So that's one. Okay. Now the second, and anybody else want to comment? Thank you, Mr. Curry. Good question.
Where you putting them up at, Mr. Thomas? Where you putting them up at?
Man, now since people are so touchy about this, I would shrink it down to a business card size. And when I go get gas, I put where credit card goes in. I walk around the gas pump and put everyone in each gas pump because why? They had to take it out the gas pump to put the credit card in and they keep it. You see, it's just getting outside the box thinking. You guys, I'm telling you, you got to get outside the box. So today is out of this outside the box thinking. When I go in the grocery store, matter of fact, here's another one, Mr. Sam Foster. You're gonna love this one at the mall. I used to clean up at the mall. I would go into the stores with another business card would get to, and I would put them inside the ladies' pants, shirts, blouses. I make a game out of it. There you go, Sharon, you're laughing. There you go. I'm Bill Howard. I make a game. My game was me to put it in without them watching me do it. It was a game. It's all a game. I kid you not, 5 calls a week on my little game. I put in the ladies to have the ladies' blouses hanging on the rack. I put one every other one, right? I go by I just sneak it in between the stacks of jeans that are stacked up. See, you just got to get out the box thinking. See, watch this. Some of y'all laughing because you never thought of it. But it flat out helped me become the top 10 in every industry I've been in. This is simple stuff. It's just outside the box thinking. So I would leave my calling card, guys, jeans, baseball hat. I'd leave them. I stuff in ladies' blouses. I stuff in the back pocket. I go through this aisle. I'd be stuffing them. The whole funny stuff, it was playing a psychological game for them to not see me do it. And I would never get caught. I pick it up and look at it, put it in, put it back down, walk over to the rack, pick it up, look at the item, put it in, walk away. I'm telling you guys. Now, one time I did this. This is hilarious. I'm going to show you how to make lemon.
Mr. Thomas.
Yes.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing because that's a genius idea.
Thank you.
Okay.
I told you.
Hey, Mr. Thomas.
Yes, sir.
So you're saying you get like a business card size and you use that to stuff it in their clothes?
Yeah, I take the same thing, go down to business size. This is big size. I put it down to business card size and let the business card work for me. What, you get 1,000 business card for like $18, $10? I mean, it was stupidly cheap. And I remember, let me tell you this guy's story. I remember in Sacramento, California, there's a long street called Watt Avenue. And back in the day, here we go, back in the, you should have phone booths. Y'all remember them, Al Randolph? Yeah, Al Thomas, I remember that. Yeah, and I would get in my car going up Watt Avenue, the whole block of like 5-10 miles, one direction, come back across the street, and come all the way. It's something like Blackstone for you folks in Fresno, or East 14th, like you guys know. But I go the whole, and I would go and I get me a little tape. I get my little roll of tape. I go down and watch this. Pat Robinson. I go to the 99-cent store. You know, you get like 4 of these for $1, right? 99-cent store. And I get maybe $5 worth of it, right? And I go down, tear a little bit of tape off. Hold on. I tear a little bit of tape off. Put it on the business card and I stick it in the phone booth. Watch this. I stick it in the phone booth. The card stuck in the phone booth. So they come in the phone booth, they see the card. They end up taking it. I don't know if you guys remember Michael On. He told how he got started in ACM. He was in a bathroom and he saw us. I'm telling y'all, I'm telling you, Mr. Michael On got started through network marketing through a flyer in the phone booth.
I remember that. I remember that.
Thank you. I hope it wasn't mine. Hey, Miss Sam Foster, I was pissed it wasn't mine. Now, let's have some more fun. I'm gonna come back to that. Somebody asked me, Mr. Thomas, where's the strangest place you ever recruited somebody? I said, it was in the bathroom, but I will not shake their hand. But see, thank you, Mr. Winston Herbert. Mr. Winston Herbert, same thing with Simon Abu. He saw it in the bathroom. You guys, I'm telling you, we miss the obvious because we're not getting creative. We're doing the same old genre. Okay, so I put this up in the phone booth. Next phone booth. Next, a couple hours it took me to do this, right? Now, let me tell you the flip side. I'm going to show you how to turn lemon into lemonade. The city of Sacramento called me. The phone company, somebody, I forgot which, they were pissed off. Hey, we saw this in the phone, but we got to pay people to take this stuff down, blah, blah, blah. Because my number was on it. So they knew it was me, right, Miss Belinda? Now you're gonna love part 2 of this, all right, Miss Belinda? So here's how I turn lemon into lemonade. When they called me, they were pissed off. And they said, we're gonna take this down, we got to charge you, blah, blah, blah. I say, sir, you found them. The guy said, what? He backed up. You found them? He goes, what do you mean I found them? Somebody stole my business cards out of the back of my pickup truck. Did you find my cards? Oh, don't worry about it, sir. We got, don't worry about it. They were stolen, so don't worry about it. I turned lemon into lemonade. Miss Allen, I turned lemon to lemonade. Oh my God, them kids stole out the back of my pickup truck. My God, I'm glad you found them. You got my box? The guy said, don't worry about it, we're clearing. So I took it and reversed it, Miss Carter. Thinking outside the what? The box. Brilliant. Thank you so much, Miss Christina. It's just thinking. Now, look at that one idea I've gave you right there. It's worth today's call. So, Miss Celia, the whole idea is keep it simple. Think, look, go where other people don't go. What did Brinsky, the ice hockey guy, say? How do you know where the puck is? He said, I go where I think it's going. I go where nobody else goes. And that's what I'm talking about. You got to think outside the box. On Wednesday, when I do that call, it's outside the box thinking. Now, let's move on. That was one. I want to show you another one that on the same kind of card. Gretzky, thank you so much. I'm going to show you another one that's along the same line because I used money green. And back in the days, that's why I still got some. I'm surprised. This has been 20 years ago. I still got the same phone number. I don't change my phone number because I'm scared somebody gonna call me. I might have missed $1 million person. I never changed I've had this phone number as long, look, I had this phone number right after Abraham Lincoln got elected. I've had this phone number. I'm not changing it because you never know who's gonna call you. Do you know how many IBOs I brought in that called me 5 years later, 10 years later? And I'm gonna come to one in a minute. I'm gonna show you something that I get a call on. It's a little, I'm gonna show you something else. It's gonna blow your mind. Anyway, so let's go to the second flyer, Mr. Bree Clements. Y'all don't mind, it's Al. I didn't have Happy Al last night. I'm extending in leadership. Now, here's one. It says, Plan A, work 1 to 30 years, still broke. Plan B, work 1 to 5 years, retire early. For Plan B, call Al and my phone number. I had it, everybody look at me. I had it just like this on this, just like I just wrote it out, but that's all it is. And I had dollar signs on there, just like the first flyer. We had Mr. Bree Clements made that up for me so I could look halfway decent tonight. Now watch this. The phone rang. Now, people on the first flyer called me laughing. The people on the second flyer, they don't call laughing. Here's what they say. So what's this all about? It's amazing. When the phone rang, I could tell it was an ad call by how they answer the phone. Remember, what is the first, come on now, what is the first skill this month I'm talking about? The what? Not just listening, but what? Active listening. That's right. See, sometimes we talk without listening. Listen, and a person will tell you enough to get them. You'll know when that phone rings, how to respond, how they came to you. It's active listening. That is a skill set that I wish all you leaders would learn is the skill set of listening. Mr. Chris King, I'm gonna use him for example. Called me, we talked yesterday. He had something to want to talk to me about. I had to shut up. Who had to shut up? Al Thomas had to what? Shut up. And what did Al Thomas have to do? Active listening. Active listening. So I'm gonna point it at me. I had to active listen. All right. Any comments on the second one? Plan A, work 1 to 30 years, make it bold switch, retire broke. Or plan B, work with me and retire early.
I believe
All
that would
creative.
really pique someone's interest because they've never probably even considered anything like that in the past. It's just straight to the point.
And you know what? I'm a bottom line guy. Let's get to the point. Some of you know I don't have a lot of time to play around. Just get like Jim Rell, give me the number. Okay, good. Anybody else want to comment? Okay. Now this one is going to be hilarious. Hold on a second. I have some cards, very similar, made up, but they were downstairs. See, watch this. Now this is a love conversation. I'm not here to hate on. I'm not here to, you know. They should be out and should be deploring these cards. Now remember, I said I had enough for a year and a half, almost 2 years. I think about 5,000 of each made up.
Mr. Thomas.
Yes, sir.
So if you don't mind, can I share about what I did with mine?
Sure, please do.
So what I did was the exact same thing, business card size, and I had 5,000 made at a time. And I had a link to, since you know this is the digital age, I had a barcode so that you could scan it from your phone and it'll take you to the peaking video. And on that, I had, you know, for more information, obviously contact me. But the thing that I did differently, on side A, it was in English. Side B, everything was in Spanish. So yeah. I'm gonna run downstairs real quick, see if I can find one.
Wow. Now, ladies and gentlemen, while he's running downstairs to find that, let me ask you a question. We talked about going and getting 3 or 4 leads a day. Could you, I mean, I don't know. I'm being nice. Could you put 10 of those out minimum every day, just putting them out? If it's Sam Foster, probably put 50 out in the mall, man. He probably put 50. But can you? You should have seen his eyes when I told him I started going to the mall, put these in blouses and shirts and jeans, you know, boxes with shoes. I put them everywhere. They get home, they got in the box. I mean, you'd be surprised. But now think about it. Now, I'm going to say this in love. Trying to be a nicer, gentle Al Thomas. How many times did we went to the, back in the day, you used to go to the airport and a person would walk up, the person, they wouldn't say a word to you. They walk and give you a card. With a pen on it. They walk away. They come back a minute later, you give them $1 the pen, right? Who said you had to talk? Who said you had to talk? Because see, you're not seeing what I see. You see the world out of your eyes. I want you to see it out of an eagle's eyes, flying 10,000 feet above ground, looking down. It's a different world out there. But you have to adapt it to today's world. But watch this. I've still gone to the airport, see people walk up, give you something, walk away, come back, get $1. Who said you had to talk? Wow. See, I'm giving you guys, Mr. Clemens, you're back, sir. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. So if you can see, like one side is Spanish, same exact thing. Barcode, take you to it.
Barcode.
The other side, English. And I've been doing this for several years. And we would also go to the mall and do it.
Don't tell Sam Foster the mall. He didn't. Now,
man, it's on. It's on now. It's on.
Ladies and gentlemen, leadership is not for everybody. That's why I don't call anybody, bug anybody about, because here's where you get the tips to blow your business up. Now, watch this. You show it one more time. So just hold it up. Watch this. Let me show y'all something. Now, Just one of them. Now watch this. Can you go to the gas station, put your credit card in, pull your credit card, and put one of those in the same thing I just talked about? Thank you, Mr. Clemens. Could you leave one on the counter at 99-cent store? Could you go down into the mall and put one in a blouse, a shirt, a pair of shoes? Does that make sense? And see, especially if nobody want to touch nothing, could they take the barcode? See, y'all catch what I'm saying? What I just did here, Mr. Clemens just took it to a whole nother level. He modernized, listen up, he modernized what I'm showing you. See, the point is this: take this information and modernize it to you and today. I'm showing you what worked for me years ago when I used to, because it's still, wording doesn't change. The people don't change. It's that we have to learn to adapt. So can we give Mr. Bree Clemens a hand for that? Because that was a blessing. I got to order some of those now. Because see, he don't understand what he just did right there. He just opened up a gateway of me saying, shoot, I need about 5,000 of those.
You know what? That was brilliant.
Yeah.
That was brilliant to read.
Yeah.
See,
so like what I did, the video link, when you scan it with your camera, it takes you to one of our ACN Peaking videos, the new path. So it's non-branded. That way they're forced to have to call you for more information.
Sweet.
Thank you, sir.
That was amazing.
Mr. Thomas,
Yes.
when I lived in Atlanta, we used to do something similar. We would put a dollar bill or a $500 bill on one side of the card and put language with a 1-800 number at the bottom. And then people would call the 1-800 number and leave information. So it works, you guys.
Yeah. Miss Sharon, you know what? There's a guy, I used to live in California. I used to do meetings here in Vegas. And there's a guy that would do the printing here in Vegas. I know exactly. They'd have a $20 bill on it. We did the 50s and the 20s because hundreds of people, and it would fold in half, and it would show a $20 bill on the outside. And when they got it, they opened it up, and it had a little information for them to call to listen to a recorded message, and then they call you. And I tell you what, I used to give those out to my kids when they were smaller, and we'd go in the mall and just drop them and watch people just put their foot on them real quick, like a real 20. And we'd sit back and watch people pick them up. We had so much fun. It's like going fishing. See, look. Yes, right, Miss Ursula. We're just going fishing. See, it's just going fishing. I'm going fishing rather than fish. We're going fishing for people. See, you got to have fun in this business. And as I listen to people these days, they're so uptight. They're so, look, it's just fishing, folks. It's just different bait. Can you imagine me going fishing? I go out there 5 miles in the ocean, and everybody's catching fish, and I'm not catching the fish. I take my boat over. I say, excuse me, y'all. What are y'all fishing with? Oh, we got night crawlers. What? Dang, I didn't bring any. 5 miles back into land, buy night crawlers, get back on the boat, go 5 miles out, lost more time, get out there and they catching fish. I'm using night crawlers, not catching anything. I go, excuse me, what are y'all using? Oh, we're using shrimp. Oh, shoot, I didn't bring no shrimp. I'm gonna go back, I gotta go. See, that's the beauty of this. It's outside the box thinking. You gotta go where nobody else is thinking, because everybody thinks the same way, the same ad. I've never been that kind of guy. I've always caught fish, plenty of it, by baiting my hook differently. Okay, all right. Now, with that one,
and Mr. Thomas.
Yes, sir, Mr. Foster.
Hey, Mr. Jabri, how much does those cards cost you?
Honestly, very cheap. You can do everything online cheap. I designed, obviously, myself, so it didn't cost anything, but the printing, I can send anyone information on it later, but you can get like 5,000 or more business cards for under $50 easily online.
Dang.
Yeah, so very, very minimal. Use your
Watch
residuals.
out for the mall, baby. Everybody gonna have some in their jeans and their blouse, baby. Their jeans and their blouse.
Y'all better get your order in. Hey, whatever this place is, y'all better get your order before Sam Foster called. It could blow up the printing machines. All right. Anybody else want to comment before we move on? We got a lot to cover. I'm telling you what. I tell you, this is a laid back call, but I want y'all. And like I say, I thought you guys knew a lot of this stuff, but evidently you didn't. So forgive me. Anybody else? Because I want to show you, we're going to talk about another little hot card that works real well.
Yeah,
Mr.
this is
Thomas?
Al Randolph.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, Al Randolph.
That's an excellent icebreaker on a peak. You follow me? And then getting their contact number. It's like a done deal.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna give you guys another one. This is a little small card I use. I don't know if he's got it. The 1 inch by 1 inch card.
Do you want the one before that one, Mr. Thomas?
Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Oh, lost. Yeah. Yeah, lost your phone. Oh, yeah. Lost your phone number. I'm sorry. Here's another one. I lost your contact. If you're the couple that wanted to make an extra $1,000 part-time from home, please call me, Al Thomas. And you could post something like this on the sites. You can take a snapshot. If it was a couple if you're the couple that wanted to make an extra $1,000 part-time from home, please call me. And you'll get people call up and say, well, I'm not the couple, but I want to learn. I want to know how you can do that. See, the key words is part-time and from home. Extra 1,000 part-time from home. See, that's the key. Have you noticed when you talk to people about our opportunity, they think this, because they're not taught, they think they got to quit their job. I've always put the word part-time and around your schedule or the cracks of your day from home, because now they can see it's part-time. They don't need, extra. Very important words. You can put Al and their phone number. Keep it real simple. Without put Thomas, it's too formal, but just put Al and your phone number. It makes it easy for people to call because you're just like them. Last night I headed out to a show where I met this celebrity was going to be there, who I wanted to meet, and I got a chance to meet the celebrity, and we changed phone numbers. And it was Al. I kept it simple. All right, everybody get that? Any comment on this one? Keep it real simple. You want to be personable. I met the guy, I called him by his last name. No, call me Greg. I said, oh, what's your name? Al. Keep it personable. Keep it simple. Keep it light. Who was that? Miss Belinda Batiste did a job, got with Don King's son. See, she did the right way. She made a connection, not going for the jugular vein. Hey, I know I talked to the guy again. And I know Mr. Sam Foster would have choked the guy out, but you want to get to, I'm just joking. I'll be
eating at that kitchen table right now, baby. Me and Don King, baby.
You see, so you got to love on people. So I got, so anyway. All right, next one, let's see. All right, any comment on this one? All right. This one here that he's going to show, I'm still getting people calling. It's weird. Now, this is a card. You see how small it is? 1 inch by 1 inch. Now, let me tell you, there it is. And this is what the card said. If I had your business, I could afford a larger card. And my name on it was Al and my phone number. Now, 1 inch by 1 inch, I had these made in blue. Now, I would say the last time somebody, now I used to give these out, dang, I've been in Vegas 15 years ago, maybe. 7 years later, I still had people. I was walking somewhere, and the guy said, hey, I know you. I got your card in my wallet. And the guy pulled out my card 1 inch by 1 inch, and it had that on it. I sit there like, oh my God, people do collect different weird cards. And I had this 1 inch by 1 inch card made up. Now, this is another one you could take to the mall, Sam Foster, and put in their clothes. If I had your business, I could afford a larger, and people call me up. So and when the phone rang, I would know if it was plan A they're calling on, or let me describe you calling me laughing. What is this all about? Or, hey, so what business are you in? So notice by active listening, I would tell exactly which one they called on. Without asking them, I could tell by listening. So what business are you in? When I heard that, I said, oh, I know what they got. They got the small business card. See, that's another one you could take to the mall. Switch up your bait. Keep on fishing. Still to this day, these work. People, so what kind of business are you in? Had a guy last night. I went to meet this guy, and there's a little bit of show, auto show they had, and I talked on this guy that was frying food up, and the little girl came up with a little card, and she hey, we got food over here if you want. And I just liked her. That's because I like to support entrepreneurs. I said, where is it, dear? She goes, right over there. She's like 7 or 8. I'll say, I got to support entrepreneurs. I always do. I walked over and spent like $10, and all he had fried chicken and some French fries. So I went and I started talking to him. And here again, watch this. I said, man, okay, so how long you been? What's your future? What's your goals? I want to get this business to 100 grand a year. I said, man, that reminded me years ago, but I broke that. They go, what? How'd you break that? I said, I was looking for people like you that want a vision. And here again, it goes back to the card. If I had your business, if you had time, I'll show you. I'll show you. His girlfriend, wife now, she was from South Africa. She says, we want to know. I said, because the reason why I'm talking to you guys, because you're the ones selling the food. You're entrepreneurs. We exchange phone numbers right on the spot. Not only did I meet the celebrity, we exchanged phone numbers. I'm gonna take this guy out to dinner. Because I went there with an intention. I went with the intention of meeting this guy. This guy's, man, he's a celebrity. I said, I gotta go meet this guy. And I know he told me he's gonna be there. I'm going to meet him. That was my main goal. And then here's a blessing. I got a couple of names, numbers out of it for the business. And I told this guy, I want to take him to dinner, wherever he wants to go, whatever kind of food he wants. To pick his brain. That's what leaders do. So while I was there, I picked up a couple other names and numbers. So but anyway, let's move on.
Mr. Thomas.
Yes, sir.
Sorry about that. Miss Diane Collins Miss Diane Collins want to ask you a question.
Yes, dear, go ahead.
Okay, these are my cards. It's the front and then it's the back, and it says, hi, my name, hang on, so I can show you that. Hi, my name, I'm Diane, nice to meet you. I'm an essential services expert. I make paying bills a good thing. Imagine that. Let's chat. Then on the back, it says, I'm rather passionate about shrinking your bills, growing your income, feeding kids in need. What's your passion? And then down the bottom, we work our bill magic on electricity, gas, security, mobile, broadband, etc., etc. That's it.
Wow. We got to take a snapshot of that and put that in the chat too. That's powerful. Hi, Diane. Notice what she said. She didn't put Collins. She just said Diane. Just made it simple, made it personable. Look at that. Hold them up so we can everybody take a snapshot.
Hang on, sorry.
That is powerful. And I like how it has a path to go to the next one, the path. I love it.
On the back.
See, Diane Collins, that's why you have over 100 points. You're thinking outside the box, dear.
238.
How much?
238 at the moment.
Let's get out of here, 238. Dang, if everybody had 238, what would your residual check look like, everybody? My God, my God. Oh my God, that was powerful. Thank you for Mr. Carter. You did not interrupt me. That was word out. That's why I want everybody. This is leader. Let's talk. Let's interactive. God
and
bless
also
you.
just to add to your first one, how it's got peaking tips, plan A, plan B. You could also write for your plan B. Plan B in the new normal.
Ooh,
work 4 to 5 hours and retire early.
I love it.
Sorry.
No. That's fine.
That's your first flyer. That's to go on with Jabri's one, because I love Jabri's one too. That was amazing.
Thank you, ladies
you and I
and
from the
gentlemen.
old school. I don't do computer much either.
You all have the rights to tweak them however you see fit. However you see fit. This is just the basic. You got the, it's like going buying a car. You got the knockoff model, the basic model. We get seats and a seat belt, and then you got the one that has, CDs on. Anyway, you can add on and add and take. Hey, you have my blessings. However, whatever means necessary. Woo! Okay. Lost your phone number. If I had your business card, I could afford a larger card. See, these are things that people have never. Now, let me back up. How did Al Thomas come into this? I know what a lot of you are thinking. I know what all of you are thinking. How did Mr. Thomas? Well, let me tell you how I came into this. Back when I first got in network marketing, I got every book, Big Al books, which are still great. I got all the material I could get. And I kid you not, understand, I don't know how people come in our profession and don't extend themselves and investing back into their business. I bought everything I could on how to expand my business, and I read it. That's why I've been number 2 in 2 companies, top in 2, because I spent money. There's a guy by the name of Dale Mahoney out of Minnesota. And he had this little ad. He had a little book. I don't know if you can find his material, but he was one of the premier network marketers. Real heavyset guy. I mean, Jackie Gleason out of Florida. And he had it in his book, his little advertisement, the 1-inch by 1-inch card. Al Thomas didn't think of that. I saw it in his book. And guess what? All I did was did what I saw other people did. You know, rip, duplicate, rob, or repeat, whatever. And that was in his book. Well, the couple that lost your phone number, that was in his book. And I did it and it worked. The 1-inch by 1-inch card, it worked. I was new to the industry, but I wanted to follow the experts. What did they do? And this stuff have worked for me for years and decade after decade. It cracks me up. So I did not come up with these last ones. They were in his book. I'm a studier of people of success. Now, with that said, here's a simple one. A lot of times in our life, we hear the word what? No. 99% of the people, or 95% of the people in your team are not strong when they first get involved with ACN. That's why it's so important, ladies and gentlemen, I can't stress it enough, to get them on these calls. These calls are powerful. I send out about 5, 6, 7, 800 text messages in the morning on Monday through Friday about who the speaker is, or I'll send out something positive. I want everybody to be inundated with something positive in their life. Some of you guys get my messages Monday through Friday. Take it and resend it to your new people. Or what's important is send me their name and number and I'll add them to my list. And I'll send it out to them. Because I want every IBO, no matter what time zone it is, start off with something positive. Something positive. Something positive, okay? Because the first word that baby learns is like mommy and daddy is what? No. We go through a whole life saying no before we say yes. Your friends said no to ACN before they said yes. Your best buddy, no, before they said yes. And as you kept going through the numbers, and let's face it, our friends and family are our first defense. Our win comes out of our cell when they tell us no. But you got to stick with the group here, and the group is here to help you get through the no's and get past them. Because you hear enough no's, pretty soon, guess what? It's on, baby. It's on and cracking. It's on, hey, it's on. It's on and cracking. ETL on the way to RD, 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 RD. And then RD is on the way to RVP, 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 because it's on. And also when you hear these no's, Bill Howard, they're like, boom, they fall off of you because you're on to the next person. And then TJ, you hear another no, boom, it's off to another one. Barbecue, you hear a no, then boom, it's off to another one. And after a while, it doesn't hurt you as bad. You know, when people tell me no, I almost laugh at them. Yeah, I'm serious. People around me know, I start laughing at them. I'm like, y'all just missed the blessing. Y'all just missed the blessing. I love what Mr. Marvin Carter said yesterday. I was listening. Look, even though I was going to go meet this celebrity, I was listening to everything going on yesterday. Watch this, because you're more important than meeting that celebrity. I don't miss anything. So when they tell you no, keep on going until you get it to its own. Remember, it's a numbers game. Some will, some won't, somewhere 6 will. You got to keep going. You got to keep going. You got to keep going. You and I are in the best opportunity. You haven't met the right person. This young kid who's supposed to sign up the other day, faked on me twice. I texted back, said, here, I researched it. I said, no, here's the thing. We're not looking for researchers. You and your girlfriend, her name is Victoria, have a beautiful life. He's 22 years old. I said, young man, you're not the person I'm looking for. You're not the person. In a respectful way, you're not the person. Next, you and Victoria have a good life together. I'll probably hear from him 5 years later after he went through some things. Right, Mr. Daryl Ransom, you know how it is. You can't, you know, they got to go through some battles, some scars, and get knocked down and told no, get disappointed and get passed over promotions before they really get there. You know, let me give you guys a couple more tips. Whoo, Lord have mercy. Y'all gotta pray for me right now. Pray for me, pray for me. Now, Lord knows I don't, okay, all right, pray for me on this one. Back in the day, now y'all adjusted to modern day technology, okay, Freddie Sherman? Okay, Mary Perez, adjust it, Marie. Hey, Marie, I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Y'all have to, you know what? I'm gonna bring some magazines. You're already in my bag, Miss Marie. I'm gonna autograph some magazines for you guys to use to show who you're working with beside Mr. Lewis, okay? Yes, dear. It's already packed in my bag. I'm ready to go. I'm like I'm doing pop-ups all over the country. Okay. Let me give you all this one. Now, y'all have to forgive me, okay? Now, y'all pray for me. Now, y'all got Miss Marie, Marcia Carter. I want you to pray for me, right? About y'all got Miss Pat Robinson, pray for me. Miss Akinko, pray for me. Miss Cass, pray. Miss Ursula, y'all got to pray for me. Y'all got to pray for your senior vice. Yeah, y'all got Miss Christina. You got to pray for me. Miss Mary, pray for me. Now, this one, don't get mad at me. Y'all just okay. All right. Now y'all can adjust this. Okay. Now, Corey, be quiet. I used to, when we had the videos, I don't know how you're gonna incorporate this one, but when we had the videos and the cassette tapes, and y'all been around there remarking long enough, cassette tapes and videos, and I used to send, Mr. Jetta, don't you tell nobody in Canada I told you to do this, Miss Caroline Baker. All right. Here's what I did. I would take the labels off of it. Well, actually, I left the labels on. And what I would do, matter of fact, let me just show y'all. I'd say rated XXX. I say rated XXX. I put that sticker on there because, you know, watch this. I'm in a good old day. I used to send them out and nobody would kind of halfway look at it. I told y'all pray for me. That was back in the day, Sam Foster, way back in the day. And all of a sudden people started jumping in my business. And what happened was I never get the vice president of the company. How you getting people to look at your video? I told Steve, I said, you ain't gonna believe it. I put XXX on there. Everybody saw it. I can't help it, Miss Belinda. I was thinking outside the box, y'all. I told you, Corey, pray for me. I told y'all to pray for me. I told you, pray for me. Hey, whatever it means possible, Bill Howard and Lena, don't y'all judge me. Y'all don't pray for me, Sam Foster. Pray for me. Hey, it worked. But see, Marvin Carter's like, I can't believe he did that. It worked. It worked. But watch this. Did it get them to look at it? My Jewish friends would say, that's right. It worked. Okay, let's move on to the next one. What about yard sales? You heard Miss Evelyn Phibbs last week talking about she walks her dog. I go to yard sales with my son on the weekend, and he's out there scavenging around because that's one of his little business he does. His little hustle is yard sales. He buys stuff and turn around and sell it. And yard sales another one. I get up get up in the morning. Like on Saturdays, I go down to the church. Today we fed about 250 families. My thing is giving back, so I go to the church on Saturdays, and from 7 to 9. Today we went to 10, just helping feed people who not necessarily, situation in their life popped up. It's so funny. It's not funny, but people driving brand new cars like can't feed themselves. The hardest part is when you see families, living in cars. But then again, that's why I'm grateful. I'm grateful and I'm thankful because I'm a giver. And I give back. Some of you don't have money to give your time. But give. Anyway, so yard sales is another great one. You heard Miss Evelyn Phibbs talk about she walks her dog. She gets leads all the time. Let me give you guys another good one that I've done. And I've built a strong organization out of Arizona, out of New Mexico. And I'm gonna give you a tip. Y'all ready? Say you're ready. Let me know you're ready. Say you're ready.
Ready.
Only got one ready, so the only one
Ready?
person.
We're ready.
Ready, ready, ready.
Ready.
Yeah.
All right, you guys have to be very, very secure that you know ACN works, and be secure, be able to go after professionals. Because I tell people I'm a professional network marketer. Insurance people are professionals, real estate people are professionals, lawyers are professional. A lot of times they're on our chicken list because we don't think we can reach them, because we're not sure ourselves. My profession before I did was real estate, so I'm very comfortable in that arena because I know it, and that's why I do a lot of calls to people that are real estate people, because I can relate to the industry. So one of the things I first start doing is going out to just open houses on Saturdays and Sundays. Every city has open houses, either in the newspaper. Now everything's online. Find out where the open houses. They have break it down to different sections. I'm not going down to the hoodie part. Forget that. I'm going to the middle class neighborhoods. I'm not going to the upper tier because they're too good for this. They're too cute, pretty. So I like to go in the middle class neighborhoods. I did this once when I was in Fresno. I stayed over in Fresno. I did this. I went out with Ms. Evelyn Fez, Mr. Chris King, Ms. Rose Guerrero, and some other leaders down there. I can't think of all of you that went out with me. And I took them out how to show them how to do this. Because on Saturdays and Sundays, every real estate, look, they're telling you, open house. Hey, they even got signs to show you how to get to them. We're over here. Make a left, make a right, over here. 4 blocks down, you're close to it. Hey, we're here. And they look what they're doing. Please come in, please, please. I love open houses, Miss Marcia Carter. Why? Because they feed me at the door with cookies and cream and milk. And man, oh my God, I get fed. I mean, hey, it's better than Costco on the weekends going down to the end of Now, let me explain how this works. You walk in an open house and they're prospecting you. Now watch this. They got signs 5 blocks away to tell you how to find them, don't they? Don't they, Miss Allen? They're trying to tell you, please come in. They're going to be there for 5 hours, bored out their mind, Miss Pat Robinson. Bored out of their mind. You walk in and they attack you, Christina. They'll attack you like fresh meat. So you play it cool, Miss. You play it cool, Juanita. You play it real cool, Miss Mary Mo. So what's what you do, Mr. Curry? They have you sign it. Will you please? How they do that? Hold on, let me go back to. They have you sign it. How they do it? Watch everybody look at it. Please, would you please sign my book? Will you please sign my book? Oh, my phone rang. Please sign my book. So watch this. They're prospecting you. They're getting your name, your phone number, and your email address. Look, they're smart. You ain't seeing it happening to you. So I'm sitting there just loving it. Then you have the warm cookies. They have the tear sheet right there about the house, and they give you one. Are you looking for a home of this nature? 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, with a game room, sir? Is this what you're looking for? I'm having fun today. And I take the tear sheet. Here's what I'm like, Forrest Gump. Dang, there's a lot of no. So you go in and they said, right this way. Here's the living room. Yeah, I can see that. Here is the kitchen. Yeah, I can see that. Y'all never mind me today. I'm just having too much fun. So you walk through the house and they try to pre-qualify you. I did one today. I left the church, going to go have sushi. Brand new development open. And what caught my eye was 0 down. I almost tore the carpet get in there. The lady was prejudging, she comes up with a little sheet, blah, blah, blah. I'm telling you. So they all want to qualify you. This type of home you're looking for. I said, no, I just sold my house. Blah, blah. They always want to ask questions. Because watch this, they're prospecting you and you're falling for it. I prospect back. Watch this. As they follow me around the house, talk about, they want to know what I do. They always want to know what you do, kind of. They're trying to see, and here's what I say. I say a lot. I say, yeah, well, I have a business. I'm a business owner. Write this down. I'm a business owner. I'm a business owner. And because most real estate people, somewhat are entrepreneurs, not all of them. And I'll say, they'll say, what kind of, they always want to know, because again, their job is to get information to see if it's worth their time. So why can't we do that in our ACM business? So I want to see if they're worth my time. I say, I get paid every time a phone rings for the rest of my life. I get residual income. So I got to spend it. That's all I say, I got to spend it. Man, they will not leave you alone. I got to spend it. I got to spend it. To them, they heard, I got a buyer, I got a live one, I got a live one. He can qualify, right? Now, let's go back. I got to spend it. Ladies, if you're pregnant, are you anticipating a baby? Are you expecting a baby? Yes. Now, you don't know what, it's coming within 9 months, but you're expecting. Watch where I go with this. You're expecting. I'm expecting a child. Not that you got it, but I'm expecting. I know some of your IBOs are saying, well, wait a minute. Wait a minute, Ms. Thomas. Well, now, wait a minute now. I just got started and I you know, no, listen to me now. Now that you got the money now, but you're expecting the money, ain't you? Y'all see where I'm going with this? I'm expecting a windfall of money. Why can't you expect a windfall of money? You got it. You're expecting. An expected mother's expected. I always go to, hey, I'm expecting a windfall of money. Excuse me? I'm expecting a windfall of money. All they heard was, I'm selling you a house. I'm expecting a windfall of money. And they'll say this to you. What is it you do? I have done this tens of thousands of times all over the country. I said, hold on. I said, oh, wait, let me show you something. I pretend like, and I pull out my phone. I said, let me show you a little video. Let me show you and I put the video on. Right there on the spot. Now, they'll watch the whole video because remember, they're bored. Look, they're glad you walked in the house. You can have 2 cookies. Matter of fact, 3 cookies. Don't go nowhere. I'm bored. I'm reading the book. Please, please, please. If somebody else walks in the house, he or she's got to go show them. Just put it on pause, sit there, eat another cookie, and wait for them to come back. Because as soon as the other couple walk through the house and leave, guess what? You can be in the backyard, you can be in the back. They'll just follow wherever you at. They come follow you. And take up the conversation where you left off at. I have been known to stay at open house for 20 minutes at a time till they watch the video and have conversation with them. I signed a guy up in a trailer selling brand new houses in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I came in, I said, I want 3 of them. He thought I want 3 brochures. I said, no, I'm buying 3 of them houses. He go, what do you do? All he cared about was his commission. As soon as the deal closed and he saw that I could afford 3 houses, he said, so tell me about your business. Phoenix, Arizona, I used to have a guy live in a penthouse. Got him that way too. Show me about your business. Real estate people. I like real estate people because they're not like 9-to-5ers. They know if they don't hustle, they don't eat. If they don't work, they don't eat. They're hustlers. They can make 20 grand a month. They can make 80 grand in 1 month. They can be down to 0 next month. But they understand if they don't work, they don't eat. And what I would do, I would go to open houses. And I'd sign up, man, I'm telling you, Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, California. A lot of my people, real estate people. Another thing I would do with the flyers, I would go to the real estate offices that had 100 agents or more, the big real estate house, and you walk in, you ask the receptionist, excuse me, where is the inboxes for all the agents? All the agents would walk in there and they have their name on a box, you know, hundreds of boxes, and I just stuff these in these boxes, just like the mortgage lender would do. I stuffed the box with this in there. Agent would call me. I said, let me tell you a story. How I can make another. Here's what I tell them. Let me show you can make an extra income around your real estate schedule. We're not taking anything away from your real estate. Hey, you sell a house, you might as well get their services. They go, wow, I never thought about that. I didn't know I had an opportunity to. Well, aren't you glad I'm with you? See, that's how I did it, outside the box thinking. And I would specialize in going to open houses. I mean, they're all over the place, but you don't know to look there. I'm unlocking that vote for you to do. Open house is a great way to go get hustlers. Real estate people don't work, they don't eat. Any question about the real estate people?
Yes, Mr. Thomas, this is Pat. I have gone to a couple of real estate agents and they act like they wanted to bite and then they backed off. So how could
go to other ones? Leave them alone. Let me ask you a question. In Oakland, how many agents do you think is in Oakland, Miss Pat Robinson?
thousands of real estate?
So why are we worrying about 3 or 4 that didn't bite? Keep going, girl. Keep going. See, you guys, you think too small, y'all.
Okay.
You think all it takes is one. I got one guy in Albuquerque put me on the map in Albuquerque. At one point, I had the largest organization in Albuquerque for about one real estate guy. I had a guy in Phoenix, some of y'all know, had a penthouse. He did so well, he had a penthouse. Real estate guy. And we're crying over 1 or 2 that they didn't want nothing, Pat Robinson. Keep going, girl.
No, they don't.
So what?
Damn.
Get over it.
10.
See, I don't like when people get, you guys need to understand, quit talking about the little small ones. There's a whole ocean of people out there. Y'all catch a little minto. Oh, he didn't want to bite. Go get a fish.
Oh,
keep going.
It didn't stop me. I'm still going. I'm just saying.
So don't even say it, dear, because what you're doing, you're spreading that little bit on everybody on the call. Just don't worry about what didn't happen. Worry about the ones you get. Look, ladies, let me ask y'all questions, ladies.
Sorry,
when you
everybody.
go shopping, ladies, do you worry about the shoes you can take home, or you worry about the ones you didn't fit that were cute? You only worry about the ones you can take home. So why are we talking about the ones that don't fit? So don't ever don't please, ladies, everybody. Let's not get on talking about the ones that don't fit. That's not inspiring anybody. Let's talk about the inspirational things that does fit. Is that okay? Because what we want to do is inspire people. And we want to inspire people that keep going. It's a numbers game. Ladies, how many guys ask you out to go out on a date? You're like, no, look at his nails, girl. No, look at his shoes, girl. No, look at that breath, girl. You didn't stop. You said next. So why are we talking about what we can't take home? Let's talk about the ones we can. Let's be inspiration and talk about what we can do. See, that's what it's all about. If I told you, oh, I did this, I went to man, they told me no. I went to the next place, they said no. See, that's not encouraging. Let's be encouraging words to everybody. Let's encourage people. So I'm sharing with you guys what has worked. And yes, I went to a bunch of them, Miss Pat Robinson, didn't work, but I'll never get on this call talking about it because why? It doesn't make a difference. What does make a difference is the ones I can catch. Am I right, everybody? So let's all be inspirational, and let's have our conversation here out on what does work and not what didn't happen, because that doesn't pay nobody. It's just like I told people, if you get somebody in ACN and you didn't get them qualified, who needs the money worse? You or ACN? ACN doesn't need your money. You know what they do with that money when you get an IBO and don't qualify? They put that in the trip that the RVPs take every year. Don't do that. Get them all qualified. So let's keep the positive going. Get everybody qualified. You got to sleep on their doorstep with a 2x4. I'm sorry, get them qualified. So let's be inspirational, all the things we bring to the board here, because we can all talk about stories that didn't work. And also we got a down and out story. Everybody like going from excited. Oh yeah, I had one too. Oh, I had 4 people. No, let's be inspirational. Everything we talk about, please everybody. Thank you so much. Now, the open houses are great. Saturday, Sunday, I don't care what city I'm in. I did it in Fresno one time. I took everybody on Fresno. I did a field trip. We all went out in the field. We got 7 or 8 names and numbers. I think Miss Evelyn Phibbs signed up 2 of them. So I went on a field trip to show people how to do this. It's not that difficult, but I need everybody to start thinking outside of the box. Okay? Very important. Very important. Now, I'm going to show you a video. I want you guys to listen to words. The video is not that quite, but let me share how you can bless people. And I'm going to tell you something. If you guys hang on to my coattail, this is going to be a testimony for you. There's people I run across today that I touched their lives 20 years ago, 25 years ago, and even 28 years ago. This is a guy that I touched his life 20 years ago. Now, let me set you up for this. Jordan texted me the other day. Matter of fact, we're getting together at this beach house tomorrow. He said, Al, I got a guy who was there in Jerome, one of his 3 homes he lived between. And he remembers you for 20 years ago. You came to Prescott, Arizona. I've only been to Prescott one time. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, Mr. Bree Clemens. One time. And I remember I went there one time because the guy, he was a network marketer. I was going to Phoenix the next day. He said, man, come in a day early, come to Prescott. I'll have 1,000 people in the room. Really? He's a networker. I said, okay. So we get there. He'd have 500. Only time I've ever been to Prescott, so I can't forget this guy. It went from 500 down to 500 shares. And when the meeting started, it was only 5. I'm gonna leave the story there. But this guy, I'll let the story tell itself. So this guy, so Jordan called me, he said, hey man, I was busy on a call or something. I called him right back. He said, Al, this guy is past, you know, he's got, well, you'll see the text message in a second. And he said, will you call the guy? Mr. Bree Clemens, go ahead and put it up, but don't start the video yet. Let's go through the wording. Text from Jordan. This guy remembers you from early days in Excel, okay? Good friend for 20 years. He has stage 4 pancreatic cancer and is about 3 months to live. Came to visit me in Jerome and was telling me his story. Now the story was he remembered me. And Jordan called me to say, Mr. Tom, hey Al, will you call this guy? It would mean the world. We have the rest of that text. Is that the rest? Is there any more to the text that we can?
That's all of it.
Okay. And Jordan said, this guy would, man, it would mean the world. It would mean the world to this guy to hear from you. It'd mean the world to him. Would you call him? And what do you think I said? Heck yeah. I called the guy, his name is Jeff Johnston. And I called him maybe 30, 40 minutes after they left. And he's, oh my God. I said, Jeff, yes, is this Al Thomas? Oh my God. Oh my God. Sometime, let me give you guys a shot of your future. Miss Belinda Batiste, sensational. Miss Collins, TJ, Miss Ituko, Bill Howard, Miss Williams, Mr. Carter, Al Randolph, Miss Parker, Mr. Freddie, Miss Queen A, Pat Robinson, definitely you, Mr. Clemens, Marie, Mr. Ursula Allen, Corey, Celia, Miss Akinko, Miss Woolawana, Mr. Bill Ranson, Mr. Corey, Mr. Martin, Mr. Sam Foster, Dave Culver, Mary Perez, Marcia Carter, Miss Walker, Mr. Jedi, Miss Christina, Miss Maker, definitely. The Kings, definitely. Miss Wang, yes, ma'am. Miss Caroline Baker, Miss Veronica, Natasha, Mr. Joe Marvin Carter, Gail, Miss Natalie, Mr. Winston. Let me show you this. You guys stick with us and implement what I give you. One day, your life, you will never realize the lives you changed, the lives you touch, because you're so focused on blessing people in the right way. When I get a call like that, I tear up and I say, God, thank you for letting me be in the gap. And we don't all do this for money, because no, we do it to help other people. Like I said, when Mr. Chris King did the call last Sunday, there's a thread that goes through all of us. And that's a sense of helping and being a blessing to one another. So I called the guy, and he almost passed away then. I'm just joking, but I said, God, thank you for letting me, for him 20 years later. I mean, there's people that lives I've touched, and you have no idea that you touched their lives, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to come back to you. And it's going to give you that warm feeling that you're on the right track. So with that said, I'm going to play the video. And now the video is not that great, but listen to this words. Ready?
And there's 1,000 chairs. And so I get up, we get to Bucky's Casino. I'd never been to Bucky's Casino, and I've never heard of Excel, and I've never heard of Al Thomas or any of this stuff. We get there, and there's a guy at the front door with a folding table, and he's checking you in and all this.
And how many chairs were set up?
Well, they started with, the room was completely full. They came in and started cutting down.
Hundreds of chairs?
It had to be at least 1,000. It was a big room.
All right.
And I think they knocked it down to about 500.
Right.
And there's 5 people in the room. And almost all of them are in the back row. And I look at Leo, I go, I didn't drive all the way up here from Phoenix to Prescott to be in the back row, so I got in the front row.
Right. This is how you got into Excel.
And this is how I got into Excel. Knew nothing about it.
Did he end up signing you up? Your friend Bucky?
I did it. I went under Leo.
Oh,
I forget Leo. Leo already.
But did Al do a presentation?
Al did this most amazing presentation I've ever seen.
Now, let me tell you the rest of the story. I did a presentation. He said, I did a presentation like the room was filled. Look, the show must go on. I do it whether there's 5 people or 1,000 people or 500. And what he ended up doing is coming down. I talked to him on the phone. He said, man, I ended up coming down to Phoenix the next day because you told me it'd be a lot more people. He came to Phoenix the next day. We had 1,600 people. He couldn't even get in the room. Remember, I came there a day early because this one guy promised me. He's a professional never marker. He's just joined our team without, you know, but he was impressed. What am I saying? You're all on the right track. It's time to go to build your business. One day you're going to be in the shoes that I've worn for my life, and I'm grateful, I'm thankful. But I also want you to know there's going to be lives that you're going to touch you have no idea you're going to touch. You're going to be at a dinner table having dinner, and the next table is going to be talking about you. They don't know what you look like, and you'll be just sitting there going like, wow, I made a difference. You know, I go on Saturdays to give back, to make a difference. So many of you giving back. Everything you talk about, keep it on a positive. If it's something positive, if you can't say something positive, don't say anything at all. Daily, when I send text messages out, I kid you not, I get 3 to 5 people, 7 people a week. I'm not doing anything yet. Take me off this message. I want to say something so bad, but I don't. I just pray and say, delete. Why would you not want to have something bright light coming through your day when you're living in a world of negativity? And today, the mission is for them to divide you. Blacks against whites, whites against, I mean, they're dividing you. And most people are so weak-minded, they fall for it. They fall for it. They are doing this. You don't have to participate. You need to participate in your own rescue. Watch this. If I took a jar and put 900 or 99 red ants and 99 black ants in a jar and took the jar and left it and put it down, they would get along harmoniously like the world. But the moment there's the word again, they take the jar, shake it up violently, put it down, guess what happens? They fight each other. But they had nothing to do with it. Watch out for they. Watch out where you're getting your information from. I'm very careful what I listen to. I'm very careful what I take in, and so should you as a leader. I want to thank everybody tonight for allowing me to do this part 2 of this 4-part series, What Ads Work. Miss Collins over there, she's so happy, so excited. I want to thank Bree Clemens for his input today. I want to thank all y'all for having an open conversation tonight. Look, I want to thank all of you because I want you all to make it to the top. I want all of you to be able to give back. I want all of you to donate and fund whatever charities you want. I want all of you to be able to be that person that God has you to be. But it's going to take you to dig down deep and turn your back. Let me tell you something. You got to be like a postage stamp. A postage stamp sticks to the envelope till it gets to its destination. I'll say it again. A postage stamp sticks to the envelope till it gets to its destination. Your destination, dear ladies and gentlemen, is SVP. Stick in there till you get to your destination. A postage stamp sticks on the envelope till it gets to its destination. It goes to the cold. It goes to the meek, the mire. It goes to the winter. It goes to the summer. It goes in the hot heat. It goes with other envelopes. It goes in the bag. It goes in the hot truck. It gets delivered. It gets put in a little cold box until somebody puts his hands on it, but it sticks to its destination till it gets there. The postage stamp, you must be the postage stamp. Stick in there till you get to your destination, your higher calling. Now, last thing I'm going to say, a band leader, think of a band leader of an orchestra. A band leader must turn his back to the orchestra, to the audience, to conduct the orchestra. You're turning your back to everybody else, but you are assembling your organization, your ETLs, your RDs, your RVP, and you're orchestrating your orchestra. But you must turn the back to the public and their naysay, and they will come out and pay to watch you perform. Work as hard that your signature becomes an autograph. I am nobody special. I'm a guy that got in, that saw an opportunity, worked feverishly for 28 years to create so much success for a lot of people. I've worked hard enough that my signature is an autograph. I wish the same for every one of you.